Deadly crashes involving drunk drivers on Connecticut roads. Now at 5, stunning results of a new study about driving under the influence in this state and what's being done to protect you and your family on the road. Hi, everybody. Glad you're here. I'm Darren Kramer.
I'm Ann Nyberg. A new study is highlighting that Connecticut has a big drunk driving problem.
News 8's Brittany Taylor live in Deep River tonight with more. Brittany, what have we learned about this study?
Darren, and this study revealed that Connecticut and Texas have the highest levels of drunk driving deaths in the entire country for their population. And experts say one big problem these days is that people are being careless. They're not thinking twice before drinking and then getting behind the wheel.
Still to this day, every morning I stir my coffee with a spoon that Dustin gave me. It is absolutely the worst thing that can happen to you.
This summer will mark 20 years since Skip Church's life took a turn for the worst. His son, Dustin, was killed by a drunk driver.
He had just graduated from high school, and his future was ahead of him, and he and we were both excited about seeing what would happen. But when someone is killed, especially because it's a preventable crime, it's so tragic.
Since then, Church's family has been calling for change when it comes to drinking and driving in Connecticut. As decades after the loss of his son, the data remains sobering. A new analysis that used data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Association showing out of nearly 2,000 drivers involved in fatal crashes, 40% had a blood alcohol level above the legal limit. This drawing a parallel with what the Department of Transportation sees on a weekly basis.
There's a drunk driving problem here in Connecticut, and we hope that this trend can get reversed.
In 2021, the DOT says more than 120 people were killed in alcohol-involved crashes in Connecticut. The data also showed that the state has the highest rate of fatalities in the country involving drivers with blood alcohol levels above 0.15. AAA says nationwide, most people involved in deadly drunk driving crashes are between the ages of 25 and 34. Russ Chapman is a retired battalion chief who responded to many of those collisions.
I can't ever even imagine getting involved in a car accident after I've been drinking that involved a fatality of someone else. I could never live with myself after that, and I've seen so many.
As for Church, he is keeping his son's legacy alive by working on mandating technology that would require drivers to get behind the wheel safely.
That has the potential to eliminate drunk driving, because you won't be able to move your car unless you register under a .08.
The bottom line tonight is don't drink and drive. You know, you hear it time and time again, but we really got to hammer down that message because you see it. Innocent lives are being lost. And so if you are going to drink, and if you are going to drink above the legal limit, call a friend, call a family member to pick you up, call an Uber, call a Lyft, walk, or take public transit. There's plenty of options out there. We're live in Deep River tonight. Brittany Taylor, News 8.